Now I'm going to show you how to assign tasks. Once you get into the swing of it, it really is very straightforward, and it can be as simple or as fancy as you like. So I'm going to start off with the simplest, and then I'll do kind of a little bit more in depth and then a little bit more in depth. I am not an expert on Seesaw. This is just how much I've learned so far. Hopefully it's useful to someone. So in the last video I showed you how to set up your class. I showed you how to get the parents involved to get their kids logged in. So now it's actually about assigning work. This green arrow button here is how you add everything. So if you click on that, you'll see you can assign an activity, you can send an announcement, or you can post as a student. Every Seesaw account is set up as with a sample student, so you can pretend to be a student and try out the different things. That's what that one is. That one's for if you're trying out the work, if you want to test things. This one here is for when you're actually getting an activity ready for your class. This one here is for if you want to send a little video or a message to the kids, kind of like an email, I suppose. So here in the middle, assigning activity, that's where you're creating your activities to give to the kids each week. I'm using the same activities that I have on the Google Drive and just adding them separately on the Seesaw. So here we go, my library. I want to create an activity because I want it to match what I've set on the Skullwara website. So click on that, create new activity, brings you here. One of the things that I had set for last week was to listen to a story and to draw their favorite parts. So I'm going to give it the name story time, commotion in the ocean, because that's what we have been doing. Okay, so very simply, you type what you want your children to do. So I'm going to tell them to listen to the story of commotion in the ocean. And I'm using a YouTube website to do that, a YouTube link to do that. So there's my YouTube link. Clicking on the link, Control and C to copy it, Control and V to paste it. And what do I want them to do? Number one, talk about what happened at the start, in the middle, and at the end. Number two, talk about your favorite animal. Talk about an animal you didn't like. And number three, draw a picture of your favorite animal and write why you like them. We want them to take a photo of the work, upload the photo of the work. Nice and simple, easy breezy. Click on save and it'll show you the activity then. So that's the simplest way of assigning work. Very straightforward. You give it a name, you tell them exactly what you want them to do, and tell them how you want them to show you the work. So you want them to upload a picture of the worksheet where they just took a piece of paper, drew their favorite animal, and said why they liked it. All right, I'm going to show you how to make it just a tiny bit fancier, nothing major, just adding a picture. So if you'd like the parents to see a little kind of preview of the work you're talking about. So I'm going to show you that. We're going to do the same activity basically. So the commotion in the ocean, I'll give it the same name. But all you're going to do is add a picture. And that happens here. You click on add multimedia instructions or example, click on that. All these options will come up. We're using a picture, but this one here actually would turn on your laptop camera and take a picture of you right now, which I do not want to do. It's this one if you're choosing anything you've saved on your computer. So I'm going to click on upload. And usually for any of the activities I'm doing, I would grab a picture from Google Images. So I just have mine saved in a folder in my pictures. Here they all are. So commotion in the ocean, I would have did a Google search for that. And saved that image. And it goes, happy with that. So I click the green arrow. It'll give me an option to write things on it, but I don't want to do that. I just want the picture. And there we go. Click on save. You'll be able to see the difference now between the two. It's just that's the only difference, that we've added a picture to it. So if you look, that's the only difference between the two. This one was the first one we did, the really basic one. This one has the picture attached to it. That's all. The last thing I'm going to show you is just a way to add icons to your assignment, just to kind of give it a bit of a more of a visual step-by-step for the kids to know exactly what you want them to do with the task. This is not necessary. If you had it any of the other two ways, the basic way or with the picture, they're going to end up doing the exact same thing. This is just for anybody who feels a little bit more confident, wants to give it a go. There are shortcuts on Seesaw to add little images to your assignment. These are the shortcuts here. So if you want to use that camera picture, this is what you type: : photo : same for if you want to tell them to add a response, it's : add : I'll show you that now. So again, it's the exact same activity. For step 4 here, I'm going to say click, and then here's a : add : to add your work. Then I'm going to say step 5, take a photo of your work and click, and I'm going to find the upload shortcut. If we look here, it's : upload : click upload to select your photo, and then we'll say number 6, click add when you're happy with your work. And if we wanted to, we could ask them to record their voice either. So if you want to tell the story, click the mic button to read it to me. So take a photo of your work, click upload to select your photo. If you want to tell the story, click the mic button to read it to me. And then number 6 is click add when you're happy with your work. Okay, simple as that. Let's add that picture again, the one that we talked about before. There it is. Happy with that. Click it again. Now, and then click the save button. Let's have a look and see what that looks like. And see these here. That's the only difference. It just kind of gives them a bit of a step-by-step. So all the same as it was before. Draw a picture, but here, click add response to add your work. Take a photo of your work and click upload to select your photo. If you want to tell the story, click the mic button, and then click the, oh, this one's actually wrong. See here, the add response. That's the wrong thing. I want the check button. And if you do find that you've made an error, go into here, edit the activity. I need to fix this. It's not add. Let me check my shortcuts. It's check, CHECK. So let me fix that real quick. There we go. You see it's made the change already. Click check when you're happy with your work. So again, all those 3 activities are exactly the same. There's no difference between them. It just depends on how comfortable you are with fiddling around with the tools. So the simplest version with the picture, and this one here has the icons. Now, whatever way you decided to assign your task, to create your task, the way to assign it is always the same. You'll see up in the top corner the assign button. That's there when you're in your own library. It's also there when you're actually in the activity itself. So what we're going to do is click assign, and then you want it to go to the entire class. You've clicked here demo class, and you're going to say assign to one class. If you wanted to send it to just a few kids, let's say you're doing differentiated work, if you're feeling really super awesome, which I have not done yet, but you might be better than me, you can edit the students to only send it to some of them. So you could select to send to a few. I have not been doing that. I've just been assigning it to everyone. So that box here is going to assign it to absolutely everybody. There you go, assign to one class, and then that's it. That activity is now up on the dashboard for all the kids to see, and they can start to add their work to it. And that's it. That's how you assign work to the kids in your class. Again, if you have any questions, if I can help, send me an email. Two other extra little bonus bits that might be useful if you're really getting stuck into Seesaw. The first one is creating collections to keep your work organised. And then the second thing is finding activities created by other teachers so that you don't always have to do it yourself. The first one, collections. It's basically just a way to keep things from getting really messy up here, because you're going to end up with a load of activities that you've made. So down here it says my collections. At the moment I have none. I'm going to create a collection. I've been naming them the dates. So let's say you wanted to make one for this Monday gone. So Monday the 18th of May. And that creates a folder for you there. Okay. You can add any of your activities to that folder to help you remember, okay, this is what I wanted to do with them for this week. So if you're using your Google Doc, you can go through your Google document, make your activities, and then put them all in a folder by clicking on this love heart here. When you click on that, it'll give you the option to add to the collection Monday the 18th of May, and then it's there, already added. Let's go back to my library. We want the other one in there as well. Click into it. The love heart is where you go. We want to add it to that collection as well. Okay, then at any time when you're ready to go, you'll have them all together. There's the ones I wanted. Click on that. Monday the 18th of May. Any activities that I wanted there. That's particularly useful because if you're making the activities in advance, that you have them ready for the Sunday night before, that they're all in the same place. The second little thing is that you don't always have to make your own. So there's the two that I've made, and that's what we were using. But if you look here in the community, and you click on that, you can search for other activities that other teachers have made. So you can search in first grade, search in any subject you want, and look, heaps of activities come up already made up, really lovely bits and pieces already done for you. And you can add that to your collection as well. It's saved into my library. There it is. Click on the heart, and I'm going to put it into that one as well, and that's then ready to go. So that's how you get other people's good ideas too.